Good morning, y'all. It's a beautiful day for hunting out here in Colorado. I'll tell you what, the temperature today is in the 50s. I don't know exactly where. I'll find out later. I just completed my first hunt at my first stop. I'll have several more. But as it turns out, this was a pretty nice little hunt that I had here. Turned up a lot of clad. Didn't find any gold or silver yet, but let's take a look at what I got so far. Look at that there. Got about $3 worth of quarters, about 25 cents worth of nickels, and as for dimes, well, there's about 10 of them right there. So over here we have a couple of rows of pennies at 10 apiece. So I'm off to a flying start. I got at least, let's see, we can call that a $3 there, 4, 4.25, 35, 45, 48, about 3.48 so far. Not bad for the first stop of the day, and that's just the first one. There's going to be more. I'm going to find a lot of good stuff today. Just wish Pipster was along for the ride. Well, let's get on to the next location, eh? Welcome back, amigos. We're in location number 2 on the day. This place is a wonderland of tot lots. If you look behind me, you can see one more over there. I'm in the middle of one. Over there is another. And there's about 2 or 3 more on the other side of that you can't see from here. Meanwhile, I have a signal here. Running the MXT with the Bigfoot today. And there's a second signal over here. I'm not seeing any other signals in the neighborhood, but I know there's one right there. So we're going to kind of mark it. And another one over there. I'm expecting to see a quarter and a nickel come out of these 2 holes. Okay, switching over to the DX1 probe. It's complaining because it's right up against the body of the machine there, almost. There's the nickel, as I expected. How about that? There's a nickel, we'll take that. And then we'll move over to the second little place that I marked. And there it is, a quarter, as expected. All right, if I could just pick it up, I'd be a much happier camper. There we go. All right, let's move on, find something else. Location number 2 turned out to be a little bit disappointing. I still managed to get some clad. Still no gold, no silver. I'm intent on getting some gold today. You know, I used to marry gold diggers, now I are one. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we did get a little bit of clad. I'm going to display it a little differently because the wind came up and it'll blow that towel I was using right away. Here we go. It wasn't a total bust. As you can see, I got a fair number of quarters, about 5 or 6 of them, 5. I got some nickels there. I got about 8 or 10 of them. I've got about a dozen pennies here. And then over there, I've got about a half a dozen dimes. So the whole thing wasn't a total waste. By the way, you may be wondering about the Eureka patch. We've been talking about patches on the forum. There's the one from the Eureka Treasure Hunters Club. How about that? Don't see them every day out where you are, do you? Meanwhile, over here is my gloves that I use when I'm out digging. And you may wonder why bother with gloves when the temperature has warmed up considerably in Colorado. Well, the point is, you need to protect yourself. I have dug up razor blades, I have dug up hypodermic needles, and I have dug up some other things that you would just get damaged by running into. Wear gloves, it's a sensible precaution, and it really doesn't impose that much of a burden on you. All right, well, let's move on to location number 3. All right, we'll see you over there. here's the patch from the Rush to the Rockies competition hunt that was put on by the Eureka Treasure Hunters Club right here in Colorado in a place called Lyman. Had a lot of fun at that. If you've never done one, you might give it some consideration. We'll see you at site number 2. So here we are at location number 3, and as you can see behind me, it is a huge area. There's a tot lot structure, and then there's a whole open space, and there's the swings. In between them, not a whole lot. There's a few kids out enjoying the tot lot equipment. They're out there having a little bit of fun. I'm not going to bother them, and hopefully they ain't going to bother me none. So in any event, that's a pretty big tot lot and perfect job for the Bigfoot. Okay, one of the hazards of metal detecting in tot lots is you become accosted with young people, and I just did, and I've been stuck for $1 buying some candy from this young gal over here. She's got a box of candy, and I'm just feeling obliged to buy one. So there you go, easy come, easy go, and it doesn't help my girlish figure one little bit. Well, folks, some of the joys of metal detecting are purely intrinsic if you like chocolate. Well, after visiting site 4 and getting 32 cents, 5, 6, 7, and 8 proved to be very, very little in terms of clad. Certainly no silver or gold. And I'm probably on my last hunt of the day right now. Let's see if I can find anything here. Again, I'm running the Bigfoot on my MXT. These little bridge-like things, often find things underneath of them. Almost sounds like there ought to be something in there. I think I'm seeing it. Do you see what I see? A little bit of chain right there. Let's see if we can't probe that. See how it sounds twitch? Oh, look, it goes way over there. Looks like that's an end. Okay, if there's some kind of medallion on it or whatever, we don't want to lose that. So we take it out, we got the other end.